But what I would say too, the second best tip I can give you for bringing up a weak body part, you know what exercise gives you the best pump. You know what, you have a pet exercise. If it's for biceps, if it's for shoulders, it's for chest. You know what your favorite exercise is because it gives you the best pump and it fully fatigues the muscle the most. You need to spend some time on that exercise. For me on chest, it's incline dumbbell press, okay? So what I'm gonna do, if I wanna bring up a lagging body part, let's say it's chest, incline dumbbell press is my #1 pec builder from top to bottom. Incline dumbbell press does it for me. We've talked about this before, but incline even hits the lower chest. There's a lot of studies showing that. So for me, I'm gonna try to get stronger on that exercise that gives me the most gains. So I'm gonna do kind of like a powerlifting routine, a very basic powerlifting routine to get my strength up on that exercise. Because if that exercise gives me the best pump and the best growth, don't it make sense for me to get the strongest on that exercise so I can move more weight for more reps and get more growth? You know, so more strength and more growth, more results. So it would look like something like incline dumbbell press, and I would pick a weight, whatever I can get for 10 reps. If I can get, let's say I can get 150-pound dumbbells for 10 reps on incline dumbbell press. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 80%. I might start with about 75%, 70%, but let's just say 80% of 150. What's that?
I'm not a math.
Well, it's about 120. Okay. So I'm gonna get 120-pound dumbbells and I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 reps. Yes, I can get 10 reps easily, you know, whatever, but I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 reps, but I'm gonna really focus on explosive power on all 5 of those repetitions, just exploding through the roof. I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 repetitions. The next week, I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 with 125s. The next week, 5 sets of 5 with 130s, 5 sets of 5 with 135s, 5 sets of 5 with 140s, all the way back up. And by the time I get to 5 sets of 5 with 150s, remember, I can only do 150s for 10. I'm gonna definitely be able to do sets of 15 reps with the 150s now because I got stronger by lifting explosively. So do like a 5 sets of 5 and slowly work your strength up for the best exercise that gives you the best pump in whatever your lagging body part is. What are we doing today?
Flies. Incline flies.
Incline flies.
This machine is heavy on its own, so sometimes I have no weight on it.
Let's go.
The stretch on this machine feels good.
It's perfect. It's perfect. At the very top, once you're about 3/4 of the way through the movement, straighten your arms out some more. Really, you get a better squeeze on the chest. Yeah. Then you got a nice bend, and you start to straighten them out at the top. That's how you get a maximal stretch and contraction on this machine. Really making the machine work for you. Let's just view. There you go. Kind of raise up with your body, your torso, lean into the stretch.
Got 10.
10? Perfect. Straighten my arms out, I bottom out, I get no stretch in the pecs. I keep a good bend in the arms. Now, the machine can't even bottom out. Get an amazing stretch. At the top, I straighten my arms. Really squeeze. See the fly, that's about 12. The fly will take the pec through the full stretch to the full contraction, whereas a press doesn't. You're not gonna get quite the stretch or the contraction, where you're moving a lot more weight with the pecs. So I like to do a fly movement to warm up, not always. If I'm warming up with a heavy pressing movement, I'll spend a lot more time warming up on that movement because obviously it's a heavy pressing movement. You do the flies first. You can't go near as heavy on the presses, which is kind of a trick. So we're working up to 150s for 10 on incline. That's kind of the goal here in the next couple months. Bang out the 150s on the incline press. It's been about months and months and months since we've done the incline dumbbell press. So we're kind of getting back into it. Had a little bit of an upper pec injury. Just a strain, nothing major, a little bit of bruising. However, we're working back on doing some machine work, making sure I'm getting a full stretch, full contraction, really break up any scar tissue, you know, that may have occurred. And I'm putting those presses, you know, third or fourth in the workout after a few machines, a few flies. The cool thing is, once I start moving those more towards the front of the workout, let's say I was doing 120s for 10. Well, I'll almost be able to go straight to 150s for 10 just by changing the order of the workout, and I'll start doing them when I'm fresh. So I'm really trying to pre-exhaust the pecs just to get a better pec workout, but I'm also kind of pre-exhausting the movement before I get to my heavy incline dumbbell press movement, because I'm going to make that movement that I'm working on that much harder. It's kind of like if you're preparing for a fight. You make the training as hard as possible. That way on fight day, it's just another training session. It's easy, you know? So that's what we're doing. Like, man, these 120-pound dumbbells, they're so heavy, I can barely get 10 reps. Well, that's the third, fourth chest exercise. Once we move it up to the first, we'll go straight from, and you'll see it happen here in a month or two, probably about 2 months. We'll go straight from like 120, 130, straight to 150. We'll move it to the front. And so it's kind of a mind trick you can play with yourself. I like mind games. That's how I got you. Mind games.
You're wrong.
She's not smiling. I love you, baby.
You're ridiculous.
All right, let's do one more set on this.
My turn?
Good. So feel it. Squeeze right here, right, all the way right there. Yeah. Squeeze right here. Perfect. Yeah. You can't get it now. What I want you to do is raise up off the bench and really get a stretch in the pecs, like you're trying to raise your torso up. Yeah, raise your torso up and let your arms go down. Last set. So really get a good stretch here. Good stretch here in the pecs. That felt hard.
It was hard.
No, your pecs felt hard.
Oh.
Is it burning?
I'm working them out.
You get a good burn in the muscle?
Right here.
Yeah.
For me, it's mainly.
Right, where it ties you in the shoulder. All right, one more set. You're like hunting unicorns.
Huh?
Like hunting for a unicorn.
Right, the 25s.
Yeah. Can't find no weights. Come here, shake something. If you put anything bigger than a 25 on here, like sometimes you see guys using 45s, but the 45s hit right here, and you can't get near as much stretch. That's always usually. Even the 35s will hit. So you're missing out on a couple more inches of range if you use a 45, maybe a half inch to an inch, maybe an inch with the 35. So use a 25. The machine.
I recall you making fun of a nice gentleman that had loaded up the whole bar with 25s.
With 25s?
Or was it 10s?
Well, I don't make fun of people, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It was
what did I say? Why is he using all those 10s?
Yeah.
Oh, like 10s.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to use 10s.
It was 10.
Because 10s, yeah, 25s ain't gonna hit. But yeah, 10s will work too. 2.5s will work. You're gonna.
But it sure was funny to see them all
like
the 10s.
It just looks
up.
funny. Yeah, it just looks funny. Like, man, take it easy. Share some 10s with someone else.
Yeah. That's what you're gonna be doing with the 25.
In his defense, that guy, he was a 10.
I wouldn't know, baby. I only have eyes for you.
I was talking intellectually.
Showing some midriff there. Are you bulking? You look larger.
Yep. Yeah, so Ugh. Just raise them up, trying to get a real good stretch. Whew. Oh, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of you guys are asking about my body weight. We're taking the body weight up. I don't know what we'll take it up to, but and people want to know how to gain size, you know. The training never changes. The sleep never changes. Nothing changes. Supplements never change. If you want to gain weight or you want to get cut, you want to bulk, cut, it's the food that changes. Year round, everything else stays the same. You know, and that's what's important for you guys to understand. It's the food. I went from 208 to about 223 in less than 2 weeks. You know, 15, 17 pounds, whatever it is. What did I do? I'll ask you, and we haven't even talked about it, but what have you seen me do?
I mean, in all honesty, to me, nothing's changed, but you've eaten, like, say we eat the same types of food,
but more
you just
what?
ate more of it.
But more what, though, particularly? Carbohydrates, yeah. So it's just, yeah, it's just eating the same foods. The food never changes. You know, whether I'm 5% body fat or 18% body fat, really trying to put on some good size in the off season, it doesn't matter. The only thing that changes is not even the foods I eat. I eat the same foods, okay? This is a lifestyle. So I'm never on a diet. I'm never on a bulking diet. I'm never on a cutting diet, in that my foods never change. If I'm bulking, instead of a cup of rice with a meal, it's 2 cups of rice and a half a cup of raisins with each meal. You know, instead of one sweet potato with my steak for dinner, it's one sweet potato with a lot of brown sugar and honey on it. You know, carbohydrates. That's how you get bigger. And so, in all honesty, and then I'll ask you, like, if I decide to cut, like I'm gonna go on a cut, what's the first thing I cut out? Carbs. And how much weight do I lose in 1 week when I go from 600, 700 grams of carbs a day
probably like
to none?
Extremely exaggerating it, but like 30 pounds.
30
I mean, like,
pounds.
you can lose
I will
fast.
lose 25 to 30 pounds in 1 week by going from, you know, 800 grams of carbs a day. I rarely go up to 800, but 700
But
grams
because
of
you eat so clean and you
Zero
train so
carbs.
consistently,
Yeah.
it's like that water just whoosh comes
That's it.
off,
So
and all that's
carbohydrates-
left is not fat, it's just muscle.
That's the truth. So carbohydrates, hence the word carbohydrate, they hydrate you. The fastest way to lose weight is to cut carbs. I didn't say it's the fastest way to lose fat, but the fastest way to lose weight, fat and water, is carbs. Anyone can lose 20 pounds in a week going 0 carbs, unless you're eating 40,000 calories of bacon. I mean, you know, within reason, right? So it's just the carbs, you know, it isn't, oh man, he's on a bulking cycle, he must be taking more Deca and Anadrol and D-ball. No, there's
But I think a
nothing,
hang up for
nothing to
people
do with
are
it.
like you run with a different crowd than I do sometimes, you know, like as far as bodybuilders, stuff like that. But the average person
Yeah.
that I would know, I think that they cut their carbs, but then they still have the mint at church, or like they'll have, you know.
Well, I did good all day. I didn't do no carbs,
Right.
so I get a cookie at night
It's
because I didn't have
small,
any carbs all
like
day.
one Oreo, but that's all
Yeah.
it takes.
Yeah, I've seen one.
It sabotages
I've
you.
seen one Chips Ahoy
Mhm.
ruin a diet. We've seen it all.
Yeah.
Right? It's helping thousands and thousands of people. So just because you did good all day, don't mean you get a bowl of ice cream at night. Like you will literally, if you're trying to go no carb and get in ketosis, one peppermint can screw that up for you. So, I mean, I don't really believe in cheat days if you're serious about losing weight as fast as possible. Oh, but a good pizza once a week is going to reset your metabolism. That's a lie. Whoever told you that? That's not how it works, you know. If you really want to have a high calorie day to stoke the metabolism, if that's even necessary, because it's not if you're doing everything right, but if you really want to do that, eat an extra steak. I mean, you know, that's going to do something for you, you know.
We could talk all
So,
day, you know. about
Yeah,
this.
so.
People
all right.
want the easy road.
Next
but
exercise. Ain't no easy road.
the easiest thing is not to put food in your mouth.
Yeah, weight loss is easy. It requires you to do nothing. It's something you're doing too much of, so start doing less of that one thing. Eating. Weight loss allows you to be lazier than you're being right now. It's quite an effort to put on body weight. To reverse that effort, just stop eating. It requires less effort, and you lose fat. Don't quit eating. Probably the fastest way to bring up a lagging body part, and it's just because I've seen it work 100 times over for everyone that's ever tried it, is train a body part twice a week. Oh, but you got to recover, you know, you need recovery. It's just too much. Well, you got to be careful about how you approach it. If you're doing 15 sets a week for chest right now, let's say chest is the weak body part. Whatever the weak body part is, let's say it's chest. And you're currently doing 15 sets for that body part. I suggest you do 7 or 8 sets twice a week. Okay? To failure. So let's say you're doing, or you could do 15 sets a week. Stay at 15. Do 7 one workout and do 8. Yeah, that's 15. 8 plus 7 is 15. So you can do 8 sets, 7 sets. Or you could do 8 sets each workout, 7 sets each workout, as long as you're right around 15 sets. Now, and you say, well, that's the same thing. No, it's not. The first 7 or 8 sets of your workout, training once a week at your once a week chest workout, is going to be when you're the freshest and the strongest. So those other exercises are going to suffer. You're not going to be as fresh. Well, now, let's say you're doing 8 sets twice a week for chest. Two exercises on Monday, and you're going to do 4 sets to failure each. You're going to do 2 different exercises on Thursday. 4 sets to failure each. So that's 16 total sets to failure. Remember, we're trying to shoot for about 15. But those other 2 exercises on the second workout, those exercises would have been at the end of your workout. But now you're hitting them when you're fresh on a second day. So you're going to be moving heavier weight for more reps. So that's going to make you grow anyways, as long as you're resting and as long as you're eating. Once you are recovering from that, you can go ahead and bump it up to maybe 10 sets of workout, you know, from 8 sets of workout to 10. And you're going to continue to make progress, I mean, for probably a year, you know, doing this. So that's the easiest way to make progress real fast. But you don't want to do like 20 sets to failure twice a week, because a lot of that's going to be junk volume, not really good. And you're just messing up your recovery ability. You're not really going to grow anymore. So, yeah. But what I would say too, the second best tip I can give you for bringing up a weak body part, you know what exercise gives you the best pump. You know what, you have a pet exercise. If it's for biceps, if it's for shoulders, it's for chest. You know what your favorite exercise is because it gives you the best pump and it fully fatigues the muscle the most. You need to spend some time on that exercise. For me on chest, it's incline dumbbell press, okay? So what I'm gonna do, if I wanna bring up a lagging body part, let's say it's chest, incline dumbbell press is my #1 pec builder from top to bottom. Incline dumbbell press does it for me. We've talked about this before, but incline even hits the lower chest. There's a lot of studies showing that. So for me, I'm gonna try to get stronger on that exercise that gives me the most gains. So I'm gonna do kind of like a powerlifting routine, a very basic powerlifting routine to get my strength up on that exercise. Because if that exercise gives me the best pump and the best growth, don't it make sense for me to get the strongest on that exercise so I can move more weight for more reps and get more growth? You know, so more strength and more growth, more results. So it would look like something like incline dumbbell press, and I would pick a weight, whatever I can get for 10 reps. If I can get, let's say I can get 150-pound dumbbells for 10 reps on incline dumbbell press. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 80%. I might start with about 75%, 70%, but let's just say 80% of 150. What's that?
I'm not a math
Well, it's about
person.
120. Okay. So I'm gonna get 120-pound dumbbells and I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 reps. Yes, I can get 10 reps easily, you know, whatever, but I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 reps, but I'm gonna really focus on explosive power on all 5 of those repetitions, just exploding through the roof. I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 repetitions. The next week, I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5 with 125s. The next week, 5 sets of 5 with 130s, 5 sets of 5 with 135s, 5 sets of 5 with 140s, all the way back up. And by the time I get to 5 sets of 5 with 150s, remember I can only do 150s for 10, I'm gonna definitely be able to do sets of 15 reps with the 150s now. because I got stronger by lifting explosively. So do like a 5 sets of 5 and slowly work your strength up for the best exercise that gives you the best pump in whatever your lagging body part is. Okay. Did I do this already? I did. There's some more weight. One more set. Gotta hide the 25. Hey Franco, what you doing, baby? Might have to order some more. I guess that's good. Yeah. You don't have to do that yet. Come do this one up. This one's going easier.
Hurts my finger. My fingers hurt.
Like, stretch this one out. Like, just pull it out real hard.
What?
Like you're trying to rip it. Yeah. Just pull it out. Like, stretch it. Yeah.
How high are you wanting them?
Oh, maybe that one's upside down. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, it is.
That's what's wrong. Watch how easy it goes on now.
So tell everyone, make sure you put them on the right way.
Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's good. That's how we want it. Socks before shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Shoes before pants.
Wrong.
Pants before shoes. Will drive you crazy.
Shouting, you keep on shouting.
I can't hear you.
It's light.
Yeah. She'll have to.
Do you ever think sometimes like all this work putting on these sleeves
Yeah.
only to do a warm up that's like too
Really
light and takes 5 seconds? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Look how cool I look. I mean, look at the. It's all about looks. And the
Yeah.
faces you make, right?
I see.
Yeah, so I could do it, yeah, but then I'll just look not cool lifting. Yeah.
I see.
I'd rather look like RoboCop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get full sleeves for lifting. Look like,
Start a trend.
look like RoboCop. Look like Murphy. Murphy. Weak.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
know if I like really go for it, like I can do it.
Yeah.
It's just the
Well, part of that's just because you're
hesitation.
part of that's just you're a woman, the weaker sex. I mean, it's.
Woman's troubles.
I mean, I I'm not the one that made women weaker. You know, you can take that up with God. I'm just kidding. Women are strong. Women are stronger. You a strong black woman, baby.
So tell me, how do you get these weights up?
You just tell them.
I need you.
You tell them to go into position.
I'm kidding.
See, just like that. You command them to go into position.
I was kidding.
You disrupt half the gym to hand you your weights for your set. Are you one of those? Man, that form is impeccable. Impeccable. While you're working your pecs.
I get it.
Impeccable. Very good. That looked good. That looks strong.
It felt good. Yeah.
The weakness is in your mind.
It is. And
not,
in my body.
It's not the spoon that bends, but only your mind. Pretty light. Water.
Okay. Efficiency. You didn't even throw them. You never do, but I was kind of shocked. For the presentation of it all, you didn't slam them down.
If you can't put the weights up
Shouldn't be lifting
peacefully,
it.
if you gotta throw them, if you gotta disrupt half the gym to hand you your weights, stay at home and do push-ups. Just leave people alone. Okay, I'll hand you your weights. It's
Leave
fine.
people alone.
It's fine. I'll hand you your weights.
Leave. I don't need no help. I'm lifting baby weights. I got it. Proudly lifting weights for babies.
Baby weights.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that lace front and that weave?
Okay, enough.
Looking good. Impeccable. She's impeccable when she works the pecs.
Couldn't safely lift them up again.
Looks very good. Very good. And just like that. And just like that, we're done hitting chest. What is that? And just like that. What is that? And just like that.
It's a children's story.
That's Carrie Bradshaw.
Kristen would know.
Yes. Just like that. Our pecs are huge. Well, we won't show them yours, but